blockchain platform offers a system where the companies can finally know that what they see matches with what the other firm sees. So, it reduces the costs, conflicts, and errors in the overall ledger system. Principal features of R3 blockchain platform. Initially, R3 blockchain consortium members designed Coda private blockchain for the need of financial institutions. However, it turned out to be much broader in the term of usage. Mainly, the Coda R3 architecture tweaks up the original version of blockchain and offers a blockchain 2.0. In the building block of the Coda R3 architecture, each one is called state objects. These objects represent a portion of the real world contracts or contain the whole contract. It differs from typical blockchain because the entire virtual machine or entire ledger system depends on the users reaching consensus. But in Coda, things are done a bit differently. Coda offers 3 tools for global distribution of consensus. Smart contract logic that enables the users to transact using pre-agreed rules. It's a part of their code apps. Timestamping and uniqueness services. These are known as notary pools. These services can order transactions temporarily, which eliminates conflicts. Flow framework that simplifies the writing process of complex protocols between distrusting users. So, what are the business principles on Coda blockchain platform? Inclusion. All the users are free to discover each other and they can transact directly in the open network. Assured identity. Users will have assurance about the identities of all the participants in the network. Privacy. Transactional details are for the transacting parties only. So, if you are transacting with another user, both of you can see the details but no one else can. The only exceptions are the users who are participating in the consensus. Shared logic. All the characteristics of an agreement will get managed by the system. Moreover, it will be computer code format so that consistency and validity of that agreement stays intact. Legal footing. Any deal on the ledger is a form of evidence for that information legally. Everyone on the ledger would need to show this in case of any dispute. Authoritative. All the information on the ledger have authoritative access and data. These won't be a shadow of the information kept somewhere else. So, every information is the original copy. Immutability. Anything on the ledger is the final state of that information. No one can change that. But if there was an error, then the users need to go through a subsequent transaction to change it. Open systems. The system itself is open source along with participation, governance, development, and even supervision. This kind of system ensures the diverse use cases of the platform. And what are the Coda architectural standards? Scale. Coda is highly scalable, so it can support billions of transactions every day. Longevity. There will be multiple versions of Coda running on the same network side by side. And any application will run on the latest version of Coda. You won't have to change the code for that. Secure. A great deal of security from the adversarial security environment will look after the network. Stable. Evolving will be done really carefully. Each version will maintain the consensus critical network standards to avoid any bugs. Interoperable. You can use multiple applications on the same network and have interoperability among them. A set of interfaces that are standardized are in the architecture too, mainly for contracts. It helps to maximize the blockchain interoperability of the Coda R3 for a variety of providers. Furthermore, Coda R3 blockchain's implementation in the enterprises can help to accelerate growth and power. And what is smart contracts or business logic of Coda blockchain? Coda blockchain runs all of its business logic using the smart contract feature. Typically, smart contracts in Coda R3 blockchain is a much simpler form of business logic. It's a pure function where the user can reject or accept the proposed agreement and even compose one from simplistic reusable functions. Every state object on the Coda R3 blockchain network will specify what function you need to use for any transaction that might create that state object or consume it. Furthermore, in any case, everyone has to follow these rules to transact and create a state object of any kind. If anyone doesn't go with the associated rules, their state object won't simply verify. So, to make a transaction valid, you would have to use contract codes along with its associated states. It's your responsibility to propose the business logic that goes by all the rules outlined from before if you ever want to get all the smart contracts agreements validated. That's why contracts actually define the consensus part of the business logic on the Coda blockchain. Moreover, these are mobile. It means that you can download this and run it inside a sandbox where reviewing might not be necessary. Although Coda R3 blockchain actually uses a signed form of contracts in the global Coda network. Lastly, what are the CODAPs? The combination of contract codes, APIs, user interface components, state objects, flow frameworks, and wallet plugin make up the journal structure of CODAPs or Coda dApps. So if you are planning on developing CODAPs, then you should keep these features in mind. Remove any of it and it won't be a Coda application.